This is a First Alert Weather Special Report.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Vanessa Murdock here in the First Alert Weather Center, bringing you the latest on another active afternoon across the tri-state area. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in play right now and a flood advisory in the green. These storms sparked this afternoon and were very slow moving, but now we see it's a bit more of a push off in the northwesterly direction. A lot of lightning, torrential rain, and also some gusty winds and hail. Severe thunderstorm warning, the latest one in play until 5:15 for Morris, Somerset, and Sussex counties. This one here traveling more in the northerly direction at a reasonable pace, 15 to 20 miles per hour. But do anticipate with this storm cell as it travels generally north, damaging wind and some hail, and of course a lot of lightning. You can see it really sparking out there. Zooming on in to show you the other one. Now, this one really for northwestern Bergen County. It includes Passaic as well as Essex and Rockland County, and it's been in effect for quite some time. It expires at 4:45. Same impacts with this storm cell. We can expect damaging wind, some hail, as well as frequent lightning and torrential rain. And as for that flood advisory, that's what you see in green on your screen. This includes Middlesex, Morris, and Somerset. It's in effect until 6:45, and essentially why we have the flood advisory in effect is because the amount of rain really just overwhelms our creeks and rivers, so we could see some localized flooding through this region. We did have flash flood warnings earlier today in the Bronx and parts of northern Manhattan. That has since expired. Some storm reports for you. Now, keep in mind the damage that we're seeing so far this afternoon, not nearly as widespread as we saw yesterday. But this report here is golf ball size hail in New Brunswick. That fell earlier this afternoon. The latest report right now rolling out of West Patterson. Here, a tree is down on Valley Road. So just a sense of what is sparking out there this afternoon. And we expect this activity to continue for the next few hours, and then it will settle down through the overnight. Still a chance for some showers and storms, but for the next couple of days, this trend just rinses and repeats. We've got the stationary boundary stalled, sticking around really until Monday late. Thus, we have a continued opportunity for showers, storms, more flash flooding, more severe thunderstorms. As we look at the most likely risk, it is north and west of the city to see the severe action. But honestly, we know today it has been really hugging the coastline as well. And flash flooding risk, as we look at this map, it is also to the north and west, but what we've already seen today is that we witnessed some flash flooding in the Bronx. These storms, they are just going to stick around, move rather sluggishly for the most part, and cause problems over the next few days. Hour by hour, what can you expect? Watch as the storms that are out there right now fade. Overnight showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but much calmer in general. Tomorrow morning, some shower activity out there. It's Coleman Race for the Cure. Our John Elliott will be emceeing, and while it's not picture perfect weather, at least shower activity looks to be on the more minimal side. But by afternoon, we've got more storms firing up again. Tomorrow afternoon, after that 3 o'clock hour especially, we expect some intensity from them. Into Monday, again, it is a story where it's a little calm to start the day. Then the heat really helps to fuel those storms along with the humidity, and the radar will be fired up again. As we move into Tuesday, a little bit more settled. Things will be calming down a little bit for the midweek, but of course, we're watching Lee. Category 3 hurricane right now. The latest update for us as of 11 a.m. this morning, winds were sustained at 115 miles per hour, moving west-northwest at about 12 miles per hour. As we look at the projection of the track, it is going to likely strengthen again into a Category 4 storm, but thankfully stay well north of places like Puerto Rico and Cuba. But as it starts to make more of a northerly turn, we do expect it to slow down and also become a little less certain about its direction. Something to watch for us Friday into Saturday is when it may be off of our coastline, thankfully, but still certainly churning up the seas between now and then. As we check out the spaghetti plots, there's very much in the way of consensus that it will stay offshore for us, but we are still a long ways away from this thing really approaching the continental U.S. Wednesday afternoon, still a ways away, and then it makes the turn and skirts up the coastline. We certainly could get some moisture drawn in from maybe some ample cloud cover, some heavier rainfall than we might anticipate because of the tropical moisture. But the seas right now look to be the most impacted by the storm. Now, we just looked at the Euro model. This is the GFS. Notice how well contained the eye is. This storm is going to strengthen before, again, weakening as it makes that trek north. 11 a.m. Friday, notice the positioning right here off the tri-state area coastline. But thankfully, not making a direct impact. And then it will continue heading north, maybe impacting Maine more directly, maybe affecting Newfoundland, Nova Scotia. For us, it's going to be beach erosion, high surf, and dangerous rip currents beginning as early as tomorrow as a result of Lee. Let's check out your localized forecast for tonight. Leftover chance, 72, warm and muggy. We do not get relief from the humidity for several more days. Race for the Cure tomorrow morning in Central Park, 8:45 is the opening ceremony. Again, our John Elliott will be there. The race begins at 9 a.m. Expect cloudy and humid conditions with those spotty showers, and to start things off, 75. By tomorrow afternoon, it's 80. It is mostly cloudy, and those showers and storms begin triggering again, especially into the afternoon. Your extended forecast, notice how we're unsettled through Monday. Then Tuesday, a little bit of a break. Wednesday, well, thunderstorms are likely, but again, this is a time frame when we could start pulling in some moisture from Lee, so we're just kind of watching the last 3 days of your forecast here to really get a better sense of where Lee is heading and how that might impact us. So there's a lot of uncertainty as we move into late next week, but in the short term, for the next few days, bank on high humidity and a very good likelihood of more showers and storms. I'll have another live update with you here at 5:15, and of course, we'll have your local news and weather, a full report coming up at 6 o'clock right here on CBS News New York. Thanks for joining me. Stay safe.
This has been a First Alert Weather Special Report.